Welcome to Gear Talk, where we chat about all the newest innovations in the cycling industry and how they can benefit you. Today, we're looking at a style of bike that has improved at leaps and bounds over recent years, bringing many people to cycling who may not have taken it up otherwise, and are making things much easier on the body. Of course, we're talking about electric bikes. Once thought of as cumbersome, ugly, and quite often home modification jobs, electric bikes are now much more refined and sleek, good-looking units. Retail sales of electric bikes are booming at the moment in Australia, in large part due to the refinements made in the European market. The main areas of improvement have been, battery power and life, and also moving towards a crank-based drive system rather than a hub-driven unit. Battery advances have also allowed for improved aesthetics. With the Gazelle Orange C7 that you can see here, they've moved the battery into the pannier rack, which allows for a nice low step frame. Not only being good looking, the low step is actually quite functional as well. This means if you've got a bag on the rack, or if you can't lift your leg over it, for example, if you've got an injury, it means you can just step through the frame, nice and easy, and you're good to go. Moving over to the hay bike that we've got over here, you can actually see the battery's part of the down tube. What this does, especially for this style of bike, is it centralizes the weight, making it much better handling as well, especially where this is designed to go on the tough and twisty trails. Of course, the battery has to connect to something, and now we're talking about the motors. Previously, we were talking about hub-driven, which means it was in the wheel. Moving the motor to the crank means that the weight is much better handling bike, but also makes for a much smoother pedaling action too. I think it looks alright as well. Speaking of weight, a big concern when a lot of people are buying a new bike is about the weight. Get the lightest, which means we'll be an easier bike to ride. Not necessarily. Because of the battery and the motor, the static weight of these is a little bit more. However, once riding, they feel beautiful and light underneath you, and it means they're good to handle as well. When mentioning electric bikes, most people's brains will probably venture towards something like the Gazelle over here, because we think it's comfortable, it's easy to get around the city, and it's efficient. However, the exciting new developments with all these motors and batteries have taken us towards the electric mountain bike. Now, the hay bike Xduro that we have here is a beast. You can go up hills as steep as 30% while saving your legs for the downhill. And that's the fun bit for a lot of people. When talking about electric bikes, what a lot of people want to know is how fast can you actually go? In Australia, we do have limitations on what the bikes can do. However, you can travel over 30 kilometers an hour on a flat road without breaking a sweat. If you do want to go a little bit faster, however, look at the bike, research what the battery and motor can do, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. So when considering your next bike, whether it be for commuting, wanting to enjoy the ride rather than worry about fatigue, or explore some new areas that you couldn't before, an electric bike might be the right fit for you.